Hi guys! So today we're going to be doing an opinion lesson, and last week you brainstormed 3 ideas for different opinions you have that you could write about. Today we're going to use one of those ideas and write our introduction. So our objective for today is I can write an introduction for an opinion piece. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see me walk through the steps of writing my introduction. So first, we're going to look at some opinion pieces. Before we left out of school, we read these opinion pieces, but I just want to review just in case you've forgotten. So this person wrote an opinion piece about PE, and they said PE is the best. It's good when we get to go to music and to library, but PE is the best class we get to go to. PE is the best because we get to play cool games there. We play games like Stuck in the Mud, Titanic, and Sharks in the Water. PE is the best because we get to listen to awesome music. Oh, I went too far. We get to listen to awesome music when we go there. Mr. Jones turns the music on really loud while we do the activity, and sometimes he even dances to the music. PE is the best because we get to learn how to play different sports when we go there. Mr. Jones teaches us about playing basketball, volleyball, and even hockey and bowling. Other classes are good too, but PE is the best. So, looking at that opinion piece, where do they tell you their opinion? What's the introduction? So if we look, I can see right here that they're saying it's good when we get to go to music and to library, but PE is the best class we get to go to. That's their opinion. They stated it first. The first thing you do when you're writing an opinion piece is introduce the topic to your reader. Let them know what you're going to be writing about and what your opinion is. Let's see if other authors did this in their pieces. We'll go to another piece of writing. Ooh, this person's opinion writing is called Inside Recess is Bad. When it is too rainy, we have to stay inside for recess, and that is bad. Inside recess is bad because we don't get to run around. When we go outside, we get to run and chase and play. But when we have to stay inside, we can't run at all. Inside recess is bad because we have to be quiet. When we have recess outside, we get to scream and yell and be crazy. But when we have inside recess, we have to be quiet when we get in. We have to be quiet and we get in trouble if we are loud. Inside recess is bad because we don't get to play with our friends from other classes. When we have recess outside, we get to see and play with kids from all the other classes. But when we have to stay inside, we only get to play with the kids from our own class. I would much rather go outside and play in the rain than stay inside for recess because inside recess is bad. So let's look about where they started their introduction. Where did they tell us what their opinion was? I see it right here. It says, when it is too rainy, we have to stay inside for recess. And that is bad. So do we know what their opinion is going to be about? We know their whole paper is going to be about how inside recess is bad. Let's see if we can look at another piece of writing. Oh, red is the best color. What's this person's opinion? Yeah, I think the same thing. I like a lot of colors, but I think red is the best color of all. Red is the best color because it makes me happy when I look at it. In fact, I decorated my entire kitchen with red things because that color makes me so happy when I see it. Now my kitchen is my favorite room in the house. Red is the best color because it is bright and cheerful. When you see the color red, it's hard to feel grumpy because it's such a happy color. I always feel better after I see the color red. Red is the best color because it looks good on me. Whenever I wear red clothes, I always get compliments. I do like other colors, but red is definitely the best color. Can you figure out their opinion? Think about their introduction. The introduction is the first part where you introduce your topic to the reader. Here we have, I like a lot of colors, but I think red is the best color of all. They told us their opinion, that red is the best color, and they told us that right away in the introduction. So today, we're going to be making our very own introduction. So you can choose one of the 3 topics that you thought of last week that you have an opinion on. I'm going to pick the one where I said that dogs are the best pet, because I think I have a lot of good details to support that. And I think I could come up with a pretty good introduction. So I'm going to use this opinion writing paper. You have the choice. You don't have to use this paper if you don't want to. If you would like to just write your opinion on a separate piece of paper, that's fine. Just make sure that it's big enough so that you can continue to add to it throughout each week as we add more and more to our writing. So if you do choose to use this piece, you could just type directly onto it, or you could print it out and write on it. I'm going to just try my best to draw with my finger on my screen here to write my opinion. So I need to think about what is going to let my reader know that I think that dogs are the best pet. But I don't want to just say dogs are the best pet, because that's not very interesting. It's kind of boring. I think I could make it more interesting. Sometimes authors ask a question at the beginning to kind of introduce the topic. Maybe I'll try that. So I could say something like, I think I'll say, might change my color so you can see it a little bit better. Have you ever had a pet dog? That's a question, so it needs to end with a question mark. Have you ever had a pet dog? Some people might think other animals make good pets. Oh, my E got all funky. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why it's doing that. It won't let me do it. That's supposed to be an E. Some people might think other animals make good pets, but I'm here to tell you let's see if I can scroll down. I ran out of room. That's okay. This is a rough draft, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue writing right underneath it as if there were a line there. So some people might think other animals make good pets, but I'm here to tell you that dogs are the best. All right. Do you know what I'm going to be writing about? Can you figure out from my introduction that I believe that dogs are the best pets, and that's what my entire paper is going to be about? If not, then I'll probably have to go back and change it to make it better. So let me know what you think, because I am willing to accept feedback. So once you have your introduction, then that'll set up the rest of our paper. So let's read it just to make sure it says what we want. Good readers, good writers always reread the writing. I'm gonna move my face over, there we go. So it says, have you ever had a pet dog? Some people might think other animals make good pets, but I'm here to tell you that dogs are the best. So that's going to let the reader know what my opinion is. So this week, your job as a writer is to come up with your introduction for your opinion, whatever that may be. You can submit it on Classroom Teams, on Dojo, or email it to me. All right, guys, have a great week. I can't wait to see what you write. Bye.